Ocean Anamnesis ツインエクリプス
Hello and welcome to my very first video for Star Ocean Anamnesis Twin Eclipse, so Japanese version. We yesterday got the news that the global version was shutting down, which was, well, kind of expected, but it was a letdown for a lot of players, a lot of people. I am a moderator on the Facebook group and I saw a lot of disappointment there, and well, it was expected, but we all have to move on somehow. Some people are changing games, which is pretty expected, and really, we can blame them for that, it's normal. But a lot of global players are actually going to migrate over to JP. So I thought that as someone who's played global since day one, and JP since summer 2016, that I might do some little guides on how to move from global to JP, what's new, what's different, and what to expect from JP, how to get a good start in there. So this is what I will be covering. I will be doing this in several videos. Today's video will be only on the news, on what's new on the home screen, let's say, and title screen. So here we are, title screen. By the way, this is my fourth time recording. I always have problems with my phone. It's pretty weird, but anyways, moving on. So we are here on the title screen, and you can already see it's different from global. It's new background, new music, new logo, and it's written Twin Eclipse. So that is all for episode 2 of the story that you've surely heard about, Star Ocean Anamnesis Twin Eclipse, which is, it's a really good story in my opinion. I'm not a Japanese reader, but I do have some Japanese listening comprehension. I can follow the story, the main lines, and get some details on the way. Whoa, I'm nervous. So here we go. On the top left corner, by the way, you've got my ID, so make sure to add me if you want to. Let's put the game tools away. There we go. So top right corner, oops, you've got movie, a little button, and it says movie. So you tap on it and you'll see a trailer for Star Ocean Anamnesis Twin Eclipse. So it's a little movie, it lasts for 2 minutes and a half. I think that's Tika, the main character of Twin Eclipse. I like her, she's a good character. Boom. And I'll let you watch it yourself. Oh, that's skip. Do you want to skip? Left is no, right? Yes. So yes, I want to skip.
Ocean Anamnesis ツインエクリプス
And that was Tika's voice. So on the bottom there, we've got cache clear, pretty normal. Game site, so it brings you to the official Twitter. That's Square Enix's page. And on the right, you've got Oshirase, which is the notices of the game, Japanese version. So events, banners, campaigns, stuff like that, ribbon banners, and at the top there we've got the producer's letter. This is the fourth one that we get, and it is basically the producer telling us what's gonna happen next, what plans they have, what they are working on. So here they are talking about the version 2.9 we are in right now. That's a new feature called Mastery. New Charge Assault, which will basically be like, if you played Star Ocean 4, it's like the blind side effect. This is really amazing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. If you want a translation of that, you can always join the Facebook group for the Japanese version. I think the group's name is Star Ocean Anamnesis JP English Community. That's it. So make sure to join and you'll have the translations made by our wonderful admin called Leo Bob. So thanks to him. Oh, that's a new feature that they are going to add to JP. It is character customization, so you can change the character designs and they'll be the same in battles and on your home screen, which is pretty amazing. I love it. Like some rainy here. Henri or Henri, no matter how you want to pronounce his name. It's a French name, so I'll pronounce it in the French way because I'm French. So then we've got Samarina and Shimada, of course, Leon. Next. Oh, and that's the news I'm the most excited for. Joshua Durand and Aris Durand will finally, damn it, finally, it took 2.5 years for them to come. Be added in global very soon. We don't know when exactly. I suppose it'll be this week or next week, but we'll see. Ares will be a caster or invoker in global version. Joshua a healer. I thought it would be the reverse, but I'm fine either way. I'm super excited for it because Joshua and Ares are, with Welch, my favorite characters of all time. And I love them. I don't know. They're amazing. Joshua being my favorite. So, let's enter the game, shall we? And go to the home screen. About the characters menu, item menu, shop, gacha, and parameters, I'll do those in other videos. Same with the new battle features that we still didn't have in JP, in global, sorry. There's a lot to cover, so if I do all in this video, it will be pretty long. So I want to keep this short and quick, so let's just go through the home screen today. It should take about 20 minutes or something, so that's cool, in total, I mean. So here we are. Nice new background for Summer Tika. Oh, I'll turn off the voices first, before going forward. So parameters, settings. This music is from Star Ocean 3, by the way, if you recognize it. I don't remember the name of it, but I love it. There we go. Back to the home screen then. So, what is different? Except the background, of course. Well, the main difference, the one we see the most, is of course that 3D models on the home screen instead of 2D illustration. It is called the interactive mode. You can see the bottom here, the button here that says interactive mode, so you click on it and you can see the whole character. That's pretty cool. So that's nice. You've got 4 buttons at the bottom. First one being the home button, brings you back here. Next one, Okiniri, that's changing characters on the home screen. So, say if I want to see Summer now instead, I click on her, and boom, I can see her like that. Next button is changing between 2D illustration and 3D model, which is a nice feature for those who prefer the 2D illustrations. I personally prefer having the characters in 3D, it's more entertaining. I love it. Because if you touch them, they will react, and of course the 2D version doesn't do that. The next button here is Okurimono, so that's presents that you can give your characters on the home screen to increase your affinity with the character. So what it basically does is giving you more stamina, we'll talk about that later, and allows to get rush assist triggered more often on the screen. So that's cool. You get those for special occasions like this. It was for Valentine's event, that's chocolate. This one, the 3-star one up, that was they used to give that a lot before, but they don't do it as much as they used to. So if you see that, take it because it's really useful. I'm personally saving this for Joshua and Aris, but it's really amazing. Then you've got the 2-star one, it's a cake. You can get those from event exchange with the event currency that you'll get. Pretty standard, but it's useful if you need some. Okay, back to Tika now. Yeah, this music is really cool. So, back to the home screen. There we go. So, at the top here, you've got the banners with the events, the campaigns, the notices, stuff like that. If you tap on it, they'll display the guide and all, just like in Global. But unlike Global, we have something. It's a little button with Eve on it pointing the mission. It says Kokoe Go. That one. Tap on it and it brings you to the banner or the event that you've selected. Like I tapped on the Kalin and Tika banner and it brought me here. Both of these characters are Season 2 characters, by the way. Twin Eclipse main characters. Next up, we've got on the right here. Oh, JP doesn't have the tap effect, which is not really cool, but it's alright. So, on the right here, you've got this menu that brings you the 3 buttons. The first one, Oshirase, is the notices, like we saw on the title screen. Nothing really important there. Then you've got this, the follow menu. Let's go through it then. So, loading. Yes. Come on. There we go. So again, you've got my ID if you want to add me there. Follow. So first button, follow or unfollow people. That's where you see your friends and followers mutuals. And hello to Malavartisi1, by the way. If you're watching this, I don't know, but hello, just in case. Then block, unblock. I don't block anyone, so it's empty, but that's where you see your blocked people. Third button is search by ID. So if you want to add a friend and you have his ID, you type it here, click on search, and you'll find him and add or block him if that's what you want to do. Then that is expand follow slots. So use 100 gems, get 5 more follow slots. Well, I'm nervous. Excuse me for that. Fifth button is recently played with people in multiplayer mode. So basically, all the people that you've played with in multiplayer recently are displayed here. And if, for example, your list was full but you wanted to follow someone, you can go back, empty your list a little bit, and then add him back here. Follow or block if you want to. That's really a really nice feature. And the last one is search. Well, it's adding friends if you're with them. So if you're with your friend, you're playing together, you shake your phones together and then you'll be able to add each other like that. Oh, I cannot do it because I'm not in a good region or I don't have friends here playing with me, so that's it. So next up on this menu is this button, and it's the titles, the good old titles. You clear the missions, the achievements, stuff like that, and you get titles. So battle titles, story titles, other titles, random ones, and these are the others. So there, what does that say? Banana? Banana title, of course. Anamnesis and banana. That's a big story. Then present box, of course, pretty standard, and achievements, just like in Global, but in JP you've got this button here that is grayed out at the bottom, and it's collect everything button. So if you have unlocked multiple achievements, instead of tapping on each one like in Global, you can just tap on this button and it'll collect everything for you. So that's really cool. Back here, we have now the 4 buttons at the bottom. So, first one is event buttons. Let's go there. So, the layout for JP is a little bit different than Global. You've got 2 pages, event pages, and materials pages, sorry. So, on the events, you've got the ongoing events, then returning events, just like in Global, pretty normal and standard. Then materials page, you've got at the bottom the enhance and augment missions, and here in JP, unlike in Global, here it's two separate missions. So you have to use twice more stamina to get the same items, which isn't amazing, but it's alright, I guess. A third button here is mission tickets, so you use your tickets and farm. Whoa, I have a lot. And farm for a special item or thing that you want in the game. The enhance and augment mission rotate daily, by the way, so now is shooter, tomorrow will be healer or attacker or something like that. Anyways, the top mission here is the seed mission. So unlike global, we have a seed mission that is permanent and it's always the same. It's not Frost Tree or Crystal Guardian event. It's that seed mission. It costs 25 stamina, weak enemies, and 3 stages difference. So that's pretty cool. If you want to farm seeds, back to the home screen. So next up is mission. So that's the story. I'll do another video for that one because the story is, well, pretty complicated. But you've got, when you'll enter JP, you'll have this screen. Episode 2 will be locked, and so you'll have episode 1, which is like before, the planets that you have to clear through, the 10 planets, all that stuff with the prologue. So yeah, just like in Global, episode 2 is 10 different chapters in different places, but I'll cover that later. Third button here is the Maze of Tribulations. So Maze of Tribulations, well, just like in Global, different levels, different mazes, you clear 3 levels a day, the more you clear the harder they become, stuff like that. It's the same mazes as in Global, by the way, there's nothing new, so it's the same. Don't worry about it, just make your team strong and you'll be able to clear through easily. Especially now in JP, with all the characters that are power creeping a little bit. Last button is Deep Space Exploration Mission. One thing to note here, if you're starting off, you'll have the starter mission instead here. So Deep Space will be blocked away if you still didn't clear the starter missions. So make sure you clear those quickly to get the Deep Space. So just like in Global, Deep Space has different galaxies, so Defender, Sharpshooter, well, Shooter in JP, Attacker, Caster, not Invoker, it's Caster in JP, Healer, and then you've got these hybrid galaxies, so this one is Healer, Invoker, Attacker, Defender, Shooter, Caster, Healer, Defender. So, and you've got other galaxies too. Thread Galaxy, a Hammer Galaxy, which is here, and the Ingot Galaxy, the Farm Fall. That's pretty amazing. And so, what's new here? Oh, the buttons there at the top right corner, that's achievements. So, achievements, that's normal. Then on the left, you've got the sent ships, so you can retrieve your ships and the items that you've gotten after your waits here instead of going in each galaxy all the time, which is pretty long and annoying, but that's cool. Next one, galaxy display, so you can see all your galaxies, where you sent ships, how many of them, and how far you've cleared the galaxies so far. So that's mine. It's pretty cool. So back to the title screen. Did I forget anything? Oh, right. Stamina get button. That pink heart next to Tika's hair here. No, it's not pink. It's green. The green heart here. You can do that once a day. You tap on it and you get stamina back. How that works is that you get 1 stam point back per max affinity character you have. So I have Tika maxed out, for example, and even Clara, and I have 4 versions of each. So that's 12 standpoints back. One thing to know here, if you get another version of Eve later, like they do a Halloween Eve or something, that Eve will automatically be max affinity if you already maxed it with the other version of it. What that basically means is that maxing affinity with one version of Eve max for everything, or not just Eve, but every character you have in the game. So, oh, that button here at the bottom, it's mascot change. So you've got Koro or Rekoro. So Rekoro is from Twin Eclipse. Koro, you already probably know him. So that's it. It changes the voice, but that's all that does. So I think that's it for this first part, covering the home screen. I think I covered everything. Tell me if you have anything to say about it. This was my very first video, so I was really nervous there. You probably already heard that. English is not my main language. I'm French, so I don't know how good or not this will sound to you. And well, if you got any questions, make sure to ask and I'll answer. That's Eve's voice. So back to the home screen and I'll sign off there. Oh, there we go. Oh, if you touch the character like that, they'll answer and they will talk. There you go, that's summer waifu husbando for you. Oh, one last quick thing before we end off the video. Some old characters like A2 or old collab characters like A2 or Rain or these characters won't have voices or 3D models on the home screen. That's kinda sad, but that's how it works. So, well, stick to the new Star Ocean characters and you should be good. So there we go, back with Tika. 3D model. And I'll see you all later.